today. From Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And off we go from Las Vegas. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr has really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch when he throws the football.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Now Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Carr. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 38 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Kick is good.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Walker. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Walker on the return.
Here's the Jaguars offense for the first time with Gardner Minshew, the Washington State product, leading the way.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's the option. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play this run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Minshew.
Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark,
Jacksonville.
62 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Richard on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. shotgun now for Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A pass complete here to Conley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And a Jaguar 1st down.
First carry for Leonard Fournette. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Leonard Fournette, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Minshew with a give to Fournette. And he'll take this one down to the 36. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
36-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. These two teams all tied after 1.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
10. Raiders 7.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Here comes Richard on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second and 11. Here's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
At the 22-yard line.
60 out more.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going to go deep for Conley. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there's no way it appeared that he he was going to get a flag on that one, looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. And this is caught by Winton, the tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Last catch good for 8 yards. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Carr able to find Warner. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Thrown away and incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. Complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Conley's got it over the middle. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Minshew sets to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Thompson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
The kick is good.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Here comes Richard on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. On the return, Walker. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to first and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Minshew. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one a pickup of 15 for
It's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Ready. 70, Indy.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. His throw caught at about the 5.
Minshew.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, the ball carrier.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. And Minshew will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Carl try it again on second down.
They find Williams on the slant.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. A gain of 6 there on first. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Carr to throw again. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3rd and 6.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking for more, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Lambo on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here comes Richard on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. To throw, it's Carr. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
That's good.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Carr. His throw here was the man he was looking for. But it'll be second down.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best
For them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a
Throwing his car on third down. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Jacksonville. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Fournette. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before. He's inside the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Malik Collins, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
31. Raiders 7.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Here comes Richard on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Yeah, this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing, trying to get some momentum going.
And now the ball's out. Still football. And then the Jaguars come up with it. They did.
What we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Outcomes that do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.